Lay. Sir. Yeah.
Kane is in the building, nigga.
Alright, already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when it comes to the show goes on. Alright, already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when it comes to the show goes on. Have you ever had the feeling that you was being had? Don't that shit that make you mad? They treat you like a slave, put chains all on your soul and put whips up on your back. They be lying through they teeth, hope you slip up off your path. I don't switch up, I just laugh, put my kicks up on they desk, unaffected by they threats, then get busy on they ass. See, that's how that shit tell me, man, that's how my daddy raised me. That glittering may not be gold, don't let nobody play me. If you are my homeboy, you'll never have to pay me. Go and put your hands up, when times is hard you stand up. LUP the man, cause a brand that the fans trust. So even if they ban us, they'll never slow my plans up. Already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up. The show goes on. Alright, already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up. The show goes on. One in the air for the people ain't here. Two in the air for the father that's there. Three in the air for the kids in the ghetto. Four for the kids that don't wanna be there. None for the niggas trying to hold him back. Five in the air for the teachers not scared to tell those kids that's living in the ghetto that the niggas holding back, that the world is theirs. Yeah, yeah, the world is yours. I was once that little boy, terrified of the world. Now I'm on a world tour. I will give up everything, even start a world war. For these ghetto girls and boys I'm rapping around the world for. Africa,
Chad, good morning, Keeks, you're a lot, my brother.
Oakland out to
We want to get Keegan in the light. Keegan moving in the light. Chad, good morning, good morning. Tuesday, big volume day. I just want to get the next track on for us. Keeks, how are you feeling, my brother?
Nah, I'm feeling good, eh? Definitely feeling strong like an ox. And you?
No, I feel good, man. I had some sex last night. I'm kidding. Chad, lost half of you there. Say the word sex, ox, strength. Half of you gone. Quite a bit of volume coming through this morning already with the BOJ.
Yeah, you know, BOJ is such a joke.
Are they trying to jawbone their currency again?
Yeah, I remember last week that's what they started doing, saying like it's time to make the change and all this, da 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 da. And then they remained unchanged today. Idiots.
Alright, Chad, we're gonna get going very shortly, and we had BOJ this morning, and keeping everything unchanged. I don't know what's coming out of the presser. Presser has come and gone, eh, Keeks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Alright, Chadadonia, how are you guys feeling? Yesterday I took one trade in the afternoon, break-even trade. I'm going to take you through it now. Actually would have moved quite nicely later in the day, but before we go through that, let's just look at what we've got on deck this morning. BOJ, let me just set this camera. Let me see, do I need to do this? No, I need to do this. Let's just see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Alright, Chad. BOJ, did you follow it this morning, Keeks? I didn't follow it.
I didn't follow it, I just looked at it afterwards.
Okay. So they kept rates unchanged. We've got ECB lending survey at 11 o'clock this morning, if I'm not mistaken. 11 o'clock, and then later this afternoon, actually later this evening, CPI. Not a lot, and then we've got consumer confidence coming out at 5 o'clock from the Eurozone. So let's see how that goes. So not really too much. I think the big one for today is obviously BOJ. Just want to quickly check the headlines, what the guys pulled out from that. BOJ maintains status quo. I don't know why that would be weak for the dollar, but anyways, Chad. Before we start, let me just show you the trade I took yesterday. Absolutely just discriminating. So yesterday afternoon, 10 to 5, I took this little break here. Just want to take you guys through it. 80 was still bullish. We failed to trade significantly lower below the 80. We started holding this 188. We broke this little structure level here. Mo was actually sitting with me when I took the trade, and I took the trade on the close of that candle, and I moved stops to break even once we hit this level. I just want to show you guys. Once we hit this level, so Mo asked me why have I gone break even, and I said if you look to the left, this is where experience and a little bit of trading discretion comes in. So once we hit that level, you can see previously in the session, this was a level of resistance. Also, I looked at it and I told Mo, look at the 200 EMA. So every single time we broke above that level, we failed to hold above it, and I told him there's the odd outside chance that we come back below it. Like you can see here, every single time we broke above it, we basically came back inside of the range, and exactly the same happened here. What was the drawdown? Would I have stayed in if I kept the trade open? Let me just see, 12 pips. All right. Anyways, I took that. I was still eyeing it later in the evening when I got home, and there was two things running in my mind. I'm like, Chris, are you being a degenerate now, trying to force this idea of the 188 holding? But here was a second opportunity again. Same structure. You actually had a double break of structure. There's the first structure break, second structure break. You could have either taken it on this candle here or a little bit higher, and that would have given you, I think, 27 pips. Let's say you took the second one, yeah, 27 pips. So right idea, market just difficult, to be honest. Managed the risk well, so no harm or foul done there. All right, Chad, going to the dollar. Let's get going, and we'll see where we are. All right, Chad, yesterday I mentioned that I was bearish on the day for the fact that we started breaking lower early in the session, breaking the daily low. We actually closed bullish yesterday, closing slightly above this key level, but now again breaking lower. And remember, I mentioned we can either come and close this gap at 102.24, or we're going to start breaking above 103. So I'm still going to maintain my bearish bias for the day, purely due to the fact that we have taken out yesterday's high, we flipped bearish, and we took out yesterday's low. So I'm going to maintain my status quo of being bearish on the day, still bullish on the week. And if I look at it, you can clearly see all of this bearish order flow. How can we potentially execute on this trade? Already trading through the S2. 2 levels to monitor, actually 3. First level I want to see is what do we do at Asia lows. Second level is obviously the daily pivot, and then the key level right here. So if we're going to continue lower, either one of these levels are going to cause some resistance. The 80 is going to maintain that bearish stance, and we can still see lower prices. So really enough bearish on the day, bullish on the week. We'll see if we flip at one stage. US 30, Chad, let's quickly look at US 30. And yesterday, clearly I told you guys bullish. If you didn't see yesterday's stream, please go and re-watch it. I gave you a nice little tip here for when you start breaking to all-time highs. Clear, clean structure break. As mentioned, potential of the pullback to retest that level. But again, if you're trying to short into this market, please don't try and marry the idea that you're going to catch a massive top and you're going to ride it all the way down here. No, please stay with the charts, what's happening in front of you. Still, we cannot be bearish. We've got the wick to fill from yesterday. We've closed bullish again. Wait for a daily, either a daily liquidity sweep where the daily candle sweeps a previous daily high and then closes bearish, engulfing the previous day. Before that, don't try and sell into this. New all-time highs. Price is going to discover where it wants to go. You're going to get late buyers coming into the markets, FOMO buying. So this thing can really do some damage to the upside. Still bullish on the day. 5-minute time frame. What do we have on the 5? Let's quickly look at it. Let's just bring that in a little bit. 5-minute time frame. Asia highs have been nipped now. We've got the daily pivot down here. 80 is still firmly bullish. So 2 levels to monitor going into the session. Daily pivot, Asia lows. These are your levels. Key level all the way down here. So I don't know what could cause that to go all the way down there. Not saying it's impossible, but again, these 2 levels for potential buyers. Let's see what they bring a little bit later. So Nasdaq, let's quickly look at it from a daily perspective. What's happening on Nas? Alrighty, so Nasdaq showing the first little bit sign of weakness. What do you call this? A dragonfly doji, Morningstar. I don't know. There's so many candle patterns. I'll just look at the highs. And this could be an intermediate top for Nasdaq. Only when do you think this will confirm an intermediate top? When yesterday's low gets taken, because then what will happen is your next daily candle will close like this, and then for all of you that don't know, a swing pattern or intermediate swing pattern, the high of this candle is higher than the left and the right hand side daily candles. So we would need a bearish close like this, and then we can classify this as an intermediate short-term swing high, and then that can pull back to the key level or wherever. But again, I cannot be bearish. Even with this one single bearish daily candle, I cannot be bearish up until we break yesterday's low. And even then, you've got the potential for this thing to hurt a lot of guys seeing this candle, licking their lips and saying, oof, I'm going to full margin short this thing. And this thing can push up the entire day. It can take out yesterday's high. And I can almost guarantee you a lot of traders are going to get absolutely mashed up today trying to short this market. 80 is still relatively bullish. You can still see there the trend is up. Still a lot of buying power in the market. Very simple for Nasdaq this morning. This level right here, get through that, hold it, and this thing is going for yesterday's highs. Otherwise, breaks below Asia lows, breaks below here. This is this level here. That's your level to monitor for short-term sells below Asia lows, and we'll see where we go from there. Keeks, you must just let me know when you're ready, my brother.
Yeah, I'm nearly ready.
Okay, just let me know. UJ Chad, let's quickly run through UJ daily time frame. What do we have? Yesterday I was bearish again due to the fact we started breaking short-term lows. We still have this 148.32 level. Clearly, if you cannot see this key level right there, we're gonna have to chat to you seriously. We're gonna have to lay some hands on you and pray for you. But daily time frame for me still bearish. Took out yesterday's high, started flipping bearish, and let's see. Again, bullish on the week. Is this the pullback? Are we going to now start pushing up? Weekly pivot being tested. Let's see what the lower time frame give us, Chad. All right. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. 80 is still bullish. We've tested the weekly pivot. We've tested the S2. And we've got the round number up here. So a few levels that I'll be monitoring is this 148 daily pivot. Actually gonna quickly set some alerts for us there. 148, I'm gonna look for potential buys there. RN round number for those of you that don't know. And the other one is if we can maintain this bullish stance on the 80, what I want to see is what's gonna happen. Weekly pivot, daily S2, something here. I want to potentially get into some bars right here if we can hold above that 200. Sells not looking likely for me on the lower time frame. GJ, let's quickly look at GJ. Daily time frame yesterday, trading in between this key range. Thank you so much. 188, 188, 30, 39. So this is a title range. We've got all of these ab roller candles. Keeks, what's the correct annotation? Is it an ab roller candle or is it more like a sword candle? Okay, Keegan also saying that is the upside down sword. A lot of people say doji, but the real Keeks, you know, the real one is the sword and the ab roller.
Alright, like I think it's only really started with that. Before that, I was just say the indecisive candle.
The ab roller candle, that's the one that rolls out your abs in a completely wrong way. But 5 minute time frame, actually still looking bullish. Even with that news, even with this drop, it is still looking firmly bullish. We've taken Asia lows quite significantly. We've got the 188 right here. This entire zone here, this is what I want to see what price is going to do for potential longs. Volatility is absolutely through the roof here. Let me just measure this 5 minute candle. That tiny little 5 minute candle is 14 pips. The previous one is almost 30. So we're definitely going to grab some volume on the yen pairs today. So potential buys in this zone, I'm going to monitor that. EJ, let's quickly run through EJ. Daily time frame, very, very interesting, taking out the previous daily high and low, but again stuck in this range right here. So for the most part, this will be our range. Sells below 160.50, buys above 160, 185. In between those two levels could be a little bit of chop. We've got the 161.80 as bullish. There's that key level. Do we go for a deeper retest? I don't know, but I definitely want to potentially get into some buys as well. This little zone right here, bulls need to take that, and then we need to start moving to the upside. So very, very nice price action here. Gold, I think I might as well just run through all of my stuff. I need to run to the toilet, and then I'm going to get Keegan to finesse you guys with his charting abilities. Daily time frame for me on gold now becomes very interesting because we're still stuck in this little range right here, 2030, 2017. Again, just looking at it purely from the weekly, we are bearish, but now again looking at the daily, taking out yesterday's high. So 2030, Chad, I'm going to go ahead and say that I am potentially bullish if we can hold this weekly pivot level and hold above this 2030. I'm actually going to stay and wait for Keegan's view on it because it's very interesting. It's actually a little bit choppy, Keegs, if I have to be honest.
No, it is.
GU, Chad, there's that key level, 127.12. We are trading firmly above it now. We closed bullish yesterday, still closing bullish below this previous area of support. Now potentially resistance. Already taking out yesterday's high, a lot of volume to do that. So I'm going to be bullish on the day. See if we can get some type of pullback, and let's quickly see what we are doing on the 5 minute. What is GU doing? All right, GU is ready to do some damage to the upside from what I can see. This for me is a nice clean break above the Asia highs, untested. Daily R1 right here, Asia highs. I'm going to set some alerts there. I want to get into this trade for potential longs to go and retest the pre-market highs. So let's just do this R1. All right, let's just blitz through it. Very simple. We want to look for buy continuations. We want to see that first retest hold. If not, chalked for me for the rest of the day. Euro USD, last one for me, and then we're going to go over to Keegs. Euro USD as well, very, very tricky. You had this little break of structure to the upside. You had that bearish candle yesterday closing back into the range, but this daily candle taking out the previous daily low and now flipping bullish. So I'm also going to lean to the bull side, and we've got that level up there that we want to test, 109.50. 5 minute time frame. What do we have on the 5? All right. Asia highs untested. weekly pivot here, so I'm gonna wait for that Asia high retest. Also that nice beautiful round number that we like so much. So we've got a lot of area, a lot of support underneath 10900. Let's quickly get that, and then I'm done, chat, in record time. Whoa. All right, Keeks, start with gold for me, please, because I need to run, and I want to see your analysis on gold. Just your price tab a little bit, like just the tip a little bit more. Perfect. All right, Keeks, you're live.
All right, Chad, let's go through this quickly. So, I must say, at this point in time, guys, I'm still actually quite neutral on gold. Purely being it is being very, very choppy. DXY doing the exact same. So when we go to DXY, just quickly so you guys can see what I was talking about, it was yesterday saying DXY was bullish. We were just waiting for that flip, getting the flip, but today absolutely melting down. DXY, the big thing today, guys, it needs to hold basically this pivot. So that's what we're going to watch out for on DXY. It needs to hold this and get a closure back above to maintain bullish. So that's going to have quite a big impact on gold. So with saying that, gold's at the same area. Remember I said to you, I want a closure. Our first zone to close above is just 2030. So as long as we get a closure above 2030, we can see those longs start coming in. Because just like the other day, we could trade all the way up to 2035. But you can see the minute we got there, we had a massive rejection. So at this point in time, I am still bullish. I am even leaning more even to bearish at this point in time. On the 4 hour, we got this closure. So again, this one's going to be closing now at 12 o'clock. Really give us that confirmation. But on the 1 hour, you guys can see, so we traded right up, rejecting at 2035, the closure below, and then trading right back down, holding our Asia high. So that is really starting to look good for gold. But again, we can see maybe that bullish push is going to start coming in. So all I'm going to look out for, guys, is we want to see what's going to happen here at Asia highs. I want a proper retest of that. I want to see how we're going to hold that. Even if we could sweep that, that would be amazing to me. But again, if we could do something like that, retest, maybe even another test on that EQ pivot, that would be my AAA, and then look for that bar back above Asia highs again. But in the long term, that we might not get that, and we don't want to miss out on the move. So depending on time wise, we're either going to be looking at the 4 hour or the 30 minute to take our analysis on this trade. So we want to see, we obviously have tested and held. So I think I'm going to wait for this 30 minute to see where this closes, and then from this onwards, the next 30 minute, I'll probably wait for that retest on the 30, just making that bottom wick on the next 30 minutes. And if we can reject off the pivot again, I'm going to look to enter there to basically go long. Because again, once we've been testing this the whole time, we are looking to really hold momentum. If we break this, we'll definitely be flying. When we go to the 15, I think just to give another analysis, we're really going to go in depth here on gold a bit, because I know a lot of guys are basically leading blind. So we want those extra confluencies, of course. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our little day count. We're going to see what we can work off over this. Okay, so day count, we got last week Monday. That was our high over there, basically on the weekly resistance. So let's just quickly go. Can I just mark that out over there? And we are going to go previous week high. Okay, so that was clearly our previous week's high over there. Now we're going to go down and we're going to look for, obviously, I think Thursday, was it Thursday, Wednesday? No, Wednesday has it, yeah. Wednesday was our previous week low. Okay, so now we know our two ranges we are basically trading in between here. So we go previous week low. Now what we're going to do, we're going to break this down a little bit more. So okay, we're not trading to the low, we've been literally trading up. So already on the week, we did take out the other day's lows. So again, we can say this was Monday, you took out the previous week's low. So if anything, what we can do now is go do this. So that was the low over there the previous day. So that was that we tested there. Now what we want to take note of, okay, so we got the closure or open is over there. We got our closure over there. So you are just getting it, guys. Like, that is just technically staying in the rules. But again, you've got that now. So what happens, you've now gone, you've broken the low, traded back up, closed below. So on terminology wise, we call that over here your false break reversal, which can be a day one. All right, So that becomes your first day one. So what we're looking here on day 2 is that continuation move. So again, our key area we can see straight off the bat here. We're going to be looking at, let's see, can we see this? Definitely, I think our weekly pivot is actually the biggest point to hold there. So again, I'm looking back at this now. The pivot really does start looking to be the best one for us, guys. So when we start taking that away, we're going to see over there. So our pivot's going to be our key area for us today. So if we do anything, I'm either going to look at the pivot as our entry point, and if we can't get it on the pivot, basically it can go down to Asia range, but it needs to hold this Asia lows. So we can even look at this point over there, our entry of the day closure before. So we want to see that hold, get in and trade back up. So if we can get our entry here on the weekly pivot after the 30-minute closure, I will be happy to look around here. Otherwise, if we start breaking into the Asia range, I'll look to enter over here, purely because we want that Asia lows to be tested and we want to see that hold then. If it breaks at all, the setup becomes invalid. So that's what we just have to watch out for. Otherwise, we can definitely see this flip start coming into gold, purely because if we look at those confluences. So that's what we're going to watch out for, guys. So previous weekly low is off the table for now, but we'll keep on the lookout for that day one and see if day 2 forms. Remember, the closure today needs to be a green setup day, meaning the daily needs to close bullish. If that doesn't close, that is in void. So definitely starting to get to that flip zone. So I'm going to go neutral. I'm leaning more bullish. So the guys that are in the London session, they'll know why we're going to say this. Yes, it's neutral, but we are leading more to the bars. I want to be looking for the bars on gold, alright. But that is quite a bit of an in-depth breakdown on gold. I hope you guys kept up and you guys understand what we're looking at there. With DXY, as I said, big thing for DXY, it needs to hold. If that breaks down lower than this area over here, your weekly, you're going to see that starting to flush. Now what we're going to do over, guys, we're going to go to NAS. So NAS yesterday, we said we were looking for those sells. If you guys caught the sells, well done. That played out perfectly to the T. I know I had one brother ask me about it, and that played out amazing. So I'm glad the guys could catch the sells yesterday.
Keeks, I just want to open up the market first. No Chad, markets are open. Ding, 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 ding. Round 1. Fight. Okay, Keeks. Sorry, man.
So the key thing is, even though we had the sells, we basically had our first day closure back above. We had the massive wick to the top with this little candle closure below, but again holding out perfectly. So straight away, that wick's going to get filled. That is straight off the bat with NAS. The reason I say that, a lot of guys I always talk about will see that as you becoming your reversal. NAS 9 out of 10 times will fake that out. It's not going to turn around. So the fact we're already breaking here, you make it a nice little bit of resistance here for this to break through. When we start looking at the EQs and the pivots, if you guys were in yesterday's session, you know we're trading down to them. Already today, daily pivot EQ, obviously above us now. So we want to be trading up to them, okay? I hope this is making sense for you guys. But we were basically already testing Asia highs. We know how this works. I want us to break through, get that pivot, come all the way down, test those Asia lows. Even sweep Asia lows would be perfect. And that second attempt at going up, the second one is where we're going to look to go long, right? Even then, once you take Asia highs the second time, I'm telling you, it will take it and come down. The second time is when you're going to want to enter. Very nice trades. There are so many highs to start looking for now, because we've had that pullback yesterday. So you can literally, if you break here, you can target the highs of yesterday, R1 yesterday. You're going to make a massive trade on that one. Over to US 30. US 30 has just been bullish. Again, yesterday we said it was quite interesting. We were more bearish on NAS, but we were bullish on US 30. US 30 absolutely flying away yesterday. Again, so US 30 now just already looking more stronger. Literally traded down perfectly today to go get the EQs. We can see there. Back to Asia highs. Now we're going to hold Asia highs. So the fact we've ticked everything for me now, very simple. I'd like to see if we start breaking, because if that dollar starts melting, the minute we can break, retest and hold Asia highs, I'm going to get in here, and then we continue up. But if those US 30, if dollar starts to fight back, my entry, I'm going to start looking at daily pivots. Reason being is I can probably see we will get a wick down to the Asia lows, even a little bit deeper, but you'll have a quick rejection all the way right back to above pivot, and then I'll start looking very similar to NAS for my entry criteria. Other than that, I think I'm looking at UJ to go long once we get back to Asia lows. So we've set alerts there, guys. We're just going to see what happens with UJ if we can go long on that one. And I'm looking at There was another pair, EJ, basically the yen pairs. GJ, same thing. Once GJ can get back into Asia range, I will look to go long. And I think that's all on the cards for me today. Oh, and GU, guys. GU. If we can break through these highs here, I'll look to continue long on GU. That all basically is playing off the idea that could dollar mount today. But that is about it.
Keeks, really appreciate it, brother. Bullish, bearish on dollar.
I'm at a bit of a neutral position.
Okay,
Purely
yeah.
because, like I said, like it can today. If dollar does break lower, it's gonna melt. Then dollar's chalked.
Chad, Tuesday, third session of the week. You guys didn't take anything yesterday, Keeks.
We were in the gold sells.
Yeah.
Some of the guys obviously missed out. Some of the guys were in on that, so that played out perfectly. And same thing with the NAS sells.
Beautiful, beautiful. Slasher cakes. Vince, Edgar, good morning. Load shedding till 10. We rebuke that negativity, Edgar. We bind that load shedding. Ruben, Teresa, good morning. Ardus Visser, good morning. Neef, hoe gaan het? Neil van der Westhuizen, Isaac Knight, who else is there? Ashton V, Eddie Lovu, Langa, Anna D, good morning. Anna, we haven't sent that to you. I was, yesterday was mad. I'm going to send those two accounts to Rian Foster and Anna D this morning. Marley, Jordan FX, Tepo, good morning, my brother. John Eso, Mark Pillay, Steve Jacobs, Fonkel Verhalen, goeiemorgen. John Eso, Paco, Lebogang, Dave, Daniel Sondre, Road Gringo, Nolan Walters, Andy, who else did I? Vince, as always, good to see you, brother. Keep up that energy. Good things coming to you, my brother. With that mentality and with that mindset, you're going to go far. Vince, just keeping that chat alive. Good to see. Minty, always extra crispy. Good to have you. Sean Hobbs, Mark Quinn, SA, Chad, Shish, Shadrick Boyson, Jaden Fiddy. It's already getting tough. Lal Exotic. Sounds like Lal Exotic has got an OnlyFans, but let us know. Conan, Naidu, Amina, King of King, Lesejo, Chad, good morning, good morning. Minty and crispy, as always, love it, love it. Chadadonia, we are second day. Keegs, I'm quite excited for the project we're going to launch today. Myself and Keegan. I don't think you guys realize how we are. I don't want to sound like those typical guys, like, oh, we're going to pick up the game and this and that. But we're going to pick up the game. Like,
we're going to set the standard high for these other wannabes.
So whoever is going to get chosen, just make sure you are ready. It is going to be it is not going to be easy, but here's the thing, nothing worthwhile in life is easy. We're going to put our heart and soul into this next 30 days, and hopefully at the end we're going to have some very awesome testimonials, and some people's lives are going to be changed, not just in terms of mentality, in terms of their trading ability, in terms of their psychology. A lot of things are going to change. So we're going to be pushing hard this year. Really, really hard. Already the standard, we talked about it yesterday, the standard of our content from just a week and a half ago to this week is already, Keegs, what would you say, like 200% better? I can't even put a number on it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely climbing. Again, I'm not trying to be funny, but again, it's not trying to toot our own horn, but like, again, we put the effort and time in for this because for you guys. And the minute we started doing this, of like making this type of content for you guys now, then literally so many other traders started trying to make this content, and it's just chalked. Like, it looks like there's the real thing and there's the version from Wish. Like, it's day and night. Oh, well, that as well.
Chad, listen here. We are not content creators. We trying. So we still figuring this out. We haven't. Let's put it this way. We haven't found our final form, but I think some of the guys out there just need to do less. Like looking at some of those videos, the guys just need to do less with the edits. Less is more in trading and in video editing. Some of the videos I've seen looks. If I had to close my eyes, gigs, I would think I'm watching a karate movie.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, is this like an old Jackie Chan movie?
A Karate Kid.
The amount of swooshes I had. So for the guys out there, less is more. We had to fight Jave as well. That man wanted to put every effect, every sound effect. But Jave put out a nice video yesterday. And again, these are videos that myself, Keegan, and Jave edit. This is not even edited by Mo. We keep like the good stuff for Mo. We literally, it's basically 4 of us editing now. Alrighty, Chad. We've got. I'm very keen for these GJ buys. I'm just gonna wait for the morning shuffle, the 15-minute shuffle. We've got about 5 minutes left for that to occur. GU, I'm happy to wait for Asia highs to be retested, see what we get going there. Similar with Euro, so we're gonna wait for those pullbacks. Dollar index, we're gonna need to see what Asia lows do. I think that is where we're going to see the true extent of this dollar weakness, whether we're going to continue with this dollar selling or whether we are going to see that midweek reversal, or not midweek, early week. And then UJ, very similar to all of the other yen pairs. And then EJ as well, 161. I'm actually going to wait a little bit for this to get above the daily pivot, but I think having a BOJ meeting out of the way, this thing should do some work for us. Just want to actually see what are some of the headlines out there. Asian markets, not the Japanese markets. The Hang Seng, very, very solid morning from Asia. Actually want to start looking into I might open up my IG account again to start trading some JSE futures, because here's the thing, Chad, I want to quickly show you guys something. This is the JSE and you've got a little bit of a time advantage. Just want to show this to you guys. Give me 1 second. I just want to find it's HSI. Alright, let's rather overlay the J200. Always looking for ways to exploit the market. So this is the actual cash market. So what you'll see happens is that if the Hang Seng closed positive, I told you I think almost 50% of our stocks are very correlated to what's happening in China. So China. So what you then do is, if you see that the Hang Seng closed positive overnight, it had a positive day, then you start buying calls on the JSE top 40 index, and there you can clearly see every single time positive on the Hang Seng. Look at what the JSE did.
Chris, where's your PC? The laptop?
Sorry my brother, I forgot to. Sorry, ek was gejaag vanoggend. So I might start trading these futures again. Just play a little bit with it. Say buy a few calls if we see Hang Seng is bullish, We buy a few calls at the open, and you let it run. Even if you let it rip a couple of points, get in, get out, and but yeah, I'll still play around with that. That is where you can have a definite advantage with that correlation in the markets. I will keep you guys updated on that. Keeks, you're not bearish on the yen pairs, eh?
I'm literally thinking of the sells now.
Yeah, that's my thing though.
Like I was literally looking at GJ now, going, maybe.
I clearly want to see what the headlines. I didn't watch the chat. I'm just gonna take a few seconds here. I just want to see what came out of the press conference. I just want to get no requirement for all SMEs to increase wages significantly. Consideration of whether to continue ETF buying, a separate issue from whether to sell. Expectations for soft landing in the US economies are growing. We're going to avoid discontinuity over long-term JGB buying at exit. Alright. 2% inflation target should not be modified so easily. Okay, let's see. Chat, sorry, I just want to read through these headlines. Okay, Governor Ueda, not really. Here's the thing, can't quantify how much closer we are to exiting negative rate policies. So keeping it very vague, keeping it very open-ended. Okay. So it is chalked like any other BOJ meeting. Let's check the chat here. See if I missed anything. Oh, shut my browser. I've coded stuff in Python on trading me to make sure I keep to my rule set. Alright, through failure, it's almost necessary to develop. Okay, chat, did I miss anything? Easter Mace, Keegan caught him out yesterday. What Keegs did you catch out yesterday?
I traded Tom. You remember that guy came in here yesterday said Jesus loves pips? Thank you, Trader Tom, for the signal. So, and I said that's probably like Trader Tom. Then I caught him out. So I realized that he came to New York session, but Trader Tom came. Then Trader Tom disappears, and then Jesus loves pips comes. And then he disappears, and then Trader Tom's back. And I was like, it's probably the same person. And then I caught him out because I was like, he's going to change his name because he's changing the name, but the profile picture is the same still.
Oh. Hey, did you guys see we have rates on Thursday? Yes, dude, I don't even follow what's happening in SA. It's actually sad, but I want to keep a good mindset. When trading the yen, do you look at the JPY basket? Not really, Turtle Trader. I used to, but a lot of times there's some lag in it. Earnings on Thursday for Tesla. That's a big one. Tesla at a key level. One of the common explanations for staying dovish was the devastating earthquake, which shook the Japanese economy recently. Yeah, Nolan, I'm not, if I'm honest, Chad, I'm not really that dialed into fundamentals anymore. I'm purely looking at central bank deviations. So if there's divergences between central banks, that's literally all I'm looking at. That is literally all I'm looking at this stage. There comes times in the market where there's certain narratives, and the narrative for the last 2-3 years was inflation, and the narrative going into this year and next year is central banks, and central banks obviously pivoting. So that is the only real thing you need to be monitoring, and then to see who's going to be more aggressive with their rate cuts. GU. Alright, GU coming into that zone. Let's see what the XY does at Asia lows. Yen pair is starting to fizzle here. I don't know why they would though. Has a lot of this already been baked in. Cannot really see that. We'll see what we do at these levels. Okay. Euro GBP. Let's quickly look at Euro GBP just to gauge the relevant strength. Okay. Euro looking relatively bearish against the pound, so I'm gonna rather buy GBP USD instead of Euro USD, Chad. Okay, coming into zone shuffle is done. Chad, now we just need to dip into these levels and start holding, and then we need to see that quick little push up to Asia lows for the dollar index. And yen pairs are coming down. Weekly pivot. Interesting. 147.29.5. Let's see what we do at these levels. Keeks, how long before you think guys are going to imitate the project we're releasing today? Week or two?
Thing is, they won't. Because those guys can't trade.
Oh shit.
That's the one problem. Like, you can do what you want to do, but with what we're going to be doing, that's going to expose everything.
Alright, there you've got it. Nasdaq. Asia lows, remember this is that short-term selling zone, and then if it's really going to start coming down, you need to monitor. What is this range here? Your tight little range. I would almost say wait for this level here, Chad. That is that low. US 30 rejecting Asia highs. 80 starting to fizzle now. Very, very interesting. Still early in the session. I'm not gonna lie, that's a fire playlist.
Yeah, it is.
That is a fire playlist. Chat stream should be good today. Keeks, I fixed the bitrate, so that was like literally the first thing I did this morning when I came into the office. Stream should be running smoothly, Chad.
Oh, damn. And you know what I forgot? Today is the big day.
MFF.
The results should come out today.
Hey.
As long as, let's just pray, it doesn't get flipping, like, extended again. But they said, like, they really were, like, persistent. They wanted to end it today. That's why they gave it such a big extension, because it needs to end today. So if we can just cross all times there, but the results of MFF should come out today.
I'm holding thumbs and I'm holding toes. I'm holding everything for.
I just want my live accounts back. My babies.
Is it a trade-off between Darren Dix and Chris Dix? No, Chad, we're done with that.
No, we're not doing it with other guys.
We're not giving anybody else airtime on any one of our platforms. Actually had a nice conversation with Chris Bradell last night. He actually said they're going to try and make a plan to come down to P, or even when we're down there, Keeks, he said we should come and do some content with them.
Oh, it's sick. As I said, I actually really like Chris and Dwayne.
Yeah.
Very, very lucky guys. And also just genuine guys. Not like, besides the trading, like everything else, they're just genuine guys.
I'm not gonna lie, Chad. The mullet on Chris.
Hey!
Yes, bro. That thing is beautiful.
That thing's a main.
Yes, my dude. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little bit jealous of Chris with the amount of hair he's got flowing on the back of his head. That is absolutely, you don't see that in today's day and age. That is absolutely magnificent. You should actually do a lot of content just like flicking that mullet. Gigs like a slow-mo vid, like flicking
I promise
the mullet,
you,
bro.
I promise you now, I'm gonna go comment that if he doesn't do it in the next video he posts.
You should do. Chad, if you know Chris, and if you know Chris Bradell, tell him Chris Market Bull says he has to do a slow-mo vid in the sun where he's flicking that mane.
He needs to look like Tarzan.
Yo, that mane is beautiful, my dude. That is absolutely majestic. Dude, I realized now we might need to go to Turkey sooner than later. Just looking at this receding airline, yeah, my
Whoa,
dude.
hold on. I was the one that wanted to go to Turkey. Where you coming with this now?
Oh, Chad. I was thinking we're saving money for cars. We're saving money to go to Turkey. But Keeks, your airline's fine though, bro.
Nah, I don't.
is your-
On the sides, yeah.
Is your airline chalked a little bit?
Yeah.
Where? Jeez, my bro. You also... you also I'm
I know, I
honest.
must say, like, it got worse over the years. Like, obviously,
Don't you
like,
think it's wearing the cap?
nah,
No, so listen.
no,
yeah.
no.
So
So I know that's a real thing, but my thing is like, obviously you're not, I wouldn't say comfortable with it, so you're not gonna have it out there then.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're gonna cover it. These days, like, I mean, when my hair's done, like now when my hair's, funny enough, when my hair's longer, it looks worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like when I get my hair cut, I think it's because like I fade. So when my fade's in, it doesn't look that bad. But now when my hair's long, like you can see where the gap is.
Bro, so here's the thing. After Kate told me that you kill your hair follicles, that I not never wear a cap again to gym. Like, after she told me that, every time I take that cap out, it's like I hear those words, like, Chris, you're going to kill your hair follicles and your hairline is going to recede even more. And I was like, fuck that.
Yeah. No. It also,
I'm not losing any more hair.
yeah, and answering Keenan there, bro. I promise you, like that's literally my game plan. Like when I'm older, if I don't go to Turkey and I don't have it fixed, then I'm just shaving it. I'd be like the South African Vin Diesel or something. Like then it's gone. And then like the thing is, when it's gone and my hair's bold, I can just say I'm a dad, and like you get away with it, so it's fine.
Chad, the issue with me though is I don't know how I'm gonna turn my head. I just want to show you how flat my head is at the back. It's like a table. So when I was a baby, my mom laid me on my back a lot. So my head, basically, I don't even think she put a pillow behind my head. So I'm just gonna turn my head here for you guys to see how flat it's like. It's 90 degrees. You can cast like a projector on the back of my head. That's how flat it is. Check here. Can I see? How's the angle there? Check it out. Flatness there. This thing is flat. It's a table. Like you'll be able to put like 2 coffees on it. The thing is, like, Keegan's got a bit of a round head. Like, you can pull off a bold cut, but when your head is flat like mine, dude, no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna struggle to pull that off.
I don't know how I feel about it though. So the thing is, I mean, I technically went bald in my matric year
Yeah.
because obviously a mate of ours passed away and we all shaved our heads for him. But I know it was for a good cause, but that was the worst decision I ever made in my life. Like the bald look was not a good look at 18.
Really?
No.
Like clean.
Clean,
Like
clean.
like shave. Like it's shining in the sun.
Yeah.
Like it's got
I
a.
was in literally
Damn.
like in the garage. My mom just took the razor.
Do you have
gone.
a photo still of it?
I should have one somewhere. I don't know if I have one on bald, but you'll see like it growing back, I think.
So the one time I went bald was I went to the hairdresser, and the weird thing is I've been cutting hair by her for like 6-7 years, and I don't know if she was drugged up or something. My dude, she gave me a cut. When I got back to the office, my old director is like, bro, who fucked up your hair? That was literally his comment. He's like, who fucked up your hair? So Alsaby that evening had to shave everything off, and I never went back to the hairdresser again. That's why I almost want to say you can only trust Muslim barbers. My barber for the last 10 years, they're all Muslim brothers, and I don't go anywhere else. They can't speak a lot of English, but literally a little bit of sign language. We get the job done. When I go there, they know exactly what they need to do. So I almost want to say I don't trust the barber if he's not Muslim. No, really, like I'm honest now. Is it the last 10 years? 10 years, yeah. Last 10 years been cutting with Algerianos, so no. Chad, trust me, you don't cut anywhere else if your barber is not Muslim. If their shop is not closed on a Friday during mosque, you don't go to another barber. Indian barbers aren't bad, but I love my Muslim brothers.
You see, this is when you know it was bad, because like I swear I can't even find a photo of it.
What software do I use? I use Streamlabs, brother. Bro, the Muslim barber always... No, dude, they 100% know what they're doing. These guys aren't... They're not there for jokes. They're there to cut... Chris got XY axis on.
These guys come from blood, eh?
Dude, listen here. Here's the thing, though. This is the cards I've been dealt with, and you have to roll with it. Like you cannot. I don't think there's head surgery to get your head a little bit more round. But there's only two options: grow my hair longer in the back, just to create like a little bit of a depth perception of it not being so flat, or wearing caps back. Yeah, dude, it is tough out there. A lot of times I'm so glad I got married at a young age. I don't think I would have had the ability to pull after the age of 23. That's why I'm just sticking it out. Remember those people dyeing their hair in all sorts of colors. Clowns are seeking for attention. Chris, the problem is you going to fancy barbers. You need to go to the... Suhail, I've gone to the Pakistanis as well, my dude. I go literally every 2 weeks, get a haircut, get a shave, get the nose hairs waxed, the ear hairs, everything. I have a Turkish barber here in the Netherlands. Here's the thing, Pakistani, they're usually Muslim as well, so what I've found is the correlating factor between all of them, they're Muslim. So that's why I'm saying, if your barber is not Muslim, you cannot trust him. $80, my dude, that is intense. I think I pay for that full... For the nose hair wax, the shave and the cut, like $250. My broer Muslim barbers kan net mense se hare skeer wat soos hulle se like kom ek nou met my krul kom en kry ek happe. Hey man. Hey. Keenan, my wife, actually showed me a photo. Keegs, I don't know if you guys will also, I think it was past you, but we were in that Maori phase. Yeah. Remember when the Maoris had, like, you grew this rat tail at the back? You cut it short on top.
Yeah.
And they at the back, like that typical I was actually find that photo for you, Chad. All of us wanted to be Mauris.
Are you with Alsaby then?
Yeah. Nah, bro, I pulled out that Malay. It's not a mullet, it's a Malay. Now ask Alsaby, I finessed her with that cut. little rat tail. Bro, and the weird thing is they cut your hair short here. And then you've got all of this hair at the back. You're like this wolf. Like you're transformed into a wolf with all of this hair at the back. We still straightened our Malay. Like it's... yes. Hey, bro, styles have changed, my man. Gotta say the Turkish barbers near me are the busiest in town for sure. The thing is, my barber is like very precise. Even you can see somebody that like his nails is always nice and short. His hair is always like squared up. You can physically see in somebody's appearance if they're looking after themselves. So usually all of them look like you can pull them through a ring. So I pay £18 at a Turkish barber here in the UK. We used to call them mud flaps. My bro, we were flapping in the wind. Still holding a trade from NYSE yesterday on NAS, entry 17,450. Alright, nice. Nice. 17. Oh, beautiful. Here's the thing though, just be very careful, because if you look at it from a weekly perspective and from a daily perspective, there's that daily. Okay, there's actually a lot of range for you to catch. I'm gonna say another 230, but this thing is still bullish. This could just be the pullback, so that's why I say don't get married to the idea that you're going to catch this massive top of the market and it's just going to come down for weeks and months. This is a bullish market, so please be aware. Chad, I'm just literally waiting. We're hitting some levels here. Weekly pivot here on USD JPY, pound yen also fizzling lower. Just very tough at this stage to sell at this low on the day, but we'll see how price develops. Also EJ weekly pivot. Gold still fizzling here at the 230. AD is bullish. I almost want to say if you break these pre-market highs here, you can go for that high right there, that 2037. GU didn't give me that tap into this level though, Chad. That's the only thing. Euro holding the weekly pivot, but again that round number untested, so I'm still going to patiently wait. I don't want to jump into anything without having the clear signs. Thoughts on DXY? DXY, like we mentioned, we've got this weekly pivot, and we've got Asia lows. Personally, I would have loved a push up to here. That's also where that 200 is, and then the rejection there, because it gives you a lot of advantage to come and retest these pre-session, pre-market open lows. So everything's still a little bit consolidative here, and we're gonna see. I'm still leaning towards the buys, weirdly enough, if I'm looking at the yen pairs. This is a resistance. Yeah, how do we execute on this? This is the other question. How do we execute here? Weekly pivot down here. Gigs, what's your level on UJ?
On UJ. If we got basically back in the Asia range, that's what I was looking at.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to look at this daily S2 and this weekly pivot.
To go long there.
Yeah. If the 80 starts flipping bullish, I'm
I'd
looking.
consider that.
Yeah. If I'm looking between GJ and EJ, Chad, I'm definitely rather going to sell EJ. We've got that key level here, 160.50. Remember we talked about it on the daily. So for the ICT boys, I think this is a fair value gap if I'm not mistaken. So if you take the equilibrium of that, I think those boys would want to monitor 160.23. So yeah, interesting price level. I think below 160.50 this thing can come deeper. So I think the level to watch here is going to be this weekly pivot and then this 160.50. But again, it's very odd with the BOJ coming out unchanged. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm thinking, has a lot of this already been baked into price, or is this just the liquidity grab to create the weekly low? Because this could just purely be the weekly pullback for price to now start continuing higher, because we're still bullish on the week. So that is why. Salam everyone, hopefully you're good. Alright, let's see. Keeks, you haven't entered anything.
No, I'm waiting. I'm looking at gold.
Long or short?
Short. Long is more, but the thing is, if we break the lows here, I want to see what it's going to do with the Asia highs.
Yeah. I think that's a good call.
Because they're too close together to like just enter now.
Right, Chad, let's see if we can get some movement here. Let's see if we can get some movement here. FX options expiry for shit. We've got options expiry today, so the markets could be a little bit floppy. Okay, there's that move, Chad. Let's see if this thing can start moving. Some alerts being hit. Beautiful. Okay, now we're in zone. Now we can start to talk business here and start locking it in. Alrighty, nice. Was gonna hold that NAS when Jeff said to aim for 100, but I remembered I don't listen to Jeff. That Jeff short NAS.
He wanted to.
Yeah, chat, 68 likes. If you've been enjoying the streams, enjoying the content, big project also launching today for you guys. No cost. It's just going to take some effort from your side to engage. And please leave a like, subscribe if you have not done so. It helps the channel. It helps us with the growth of the channel. Let's try and get more people involved. And as again, everything we do here is to try and provide you guys with as much content, with as much information as possible to get you on the right journey. Why waste money buying these signals, buying these courses just to fuel somebody else's lifestyle? Do it right, get yourself equipped, and yeah, please leave a like if you do have a YouTube profile. Literally just a click of a button. If you do not have a profile, I suggest create a profile real quick, subscribe as well, and let's grow this channel to, I don't know guys, do you think it's optimistic to push for 100k Keeks?
On YouTube?
Yeah.
No, we can do it. By the end of the year?
Yeah.
100%.
Any news on car culture? He looks alright. I checked on Discord last night. His face looks a little bit beaten up. He said he's gonna keep us going. So yeah, he's gonna let us know how it's going. So car culture, if you're watching, brother, just give us an update. I think by Def you'll have 150k December subs. Take note. Let's go, Chad. Amazing 10k subs. Chad, call the car dealer. Signals about to come full margin. Make those test drive bookings. The amazing thing about this channel is the growth has solely been from education and not lifestyle, different levels. Yes, Jordan. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to do a little bit of the lifestyle marketing as well. Not because we want to, but just as a little bit of a lure. We're purely just gonna do some car stuff. We're also gonna get some ladies involved. Caitlin's shooting her first podcast this Friday. Kicks him not Friday or Saturday? Friday, yeah. So catering a little bit to the ladies as well. So Yazzie now, King Shuck. I'm all good. James got discharged last night, home and healing, ready to take a W trade with one eye. Amazing. How's the driver of the car, brother? Is everyone in the car alright? Let me know. Sure, Jeff got a huge sell on saw on his status. So Jeva, everyone who followed in 2023 have blown their accounts, so they will be back when they've got a job. The lifestyle marketing is good if it's realistic, not like most guys who rent cars and throw their 10. No, we won't. Here's the thing though, we want to be creative, because that's the thing with content creation. It's like exploring your own creativity. You want to do something that you feel good about, and as much as it's about putting content out, it's also about delivering a product that you're proud of. So for instance, that little abstract video we did with Keegan, that was a little bit of a creative piece that Keegan wanted to do, and just something different. So playing around with the gear we've got, playing around with the lenses. So it's ultimately just getting that creativity out with what you do. So otherwise things can become very one-dimensional. As we've said here as well, every day you guys spend about 3 to 6 hours with us, and we talk trading, we live trading, we breathe trading. So you don't necessarily want to see that again when you're trying to chill. Guys, are you engineering in trades on the live stream? Entering, yes, we do, Benjamin. All trades are shared live here. Chris Marketable, are you looking for a retrace ahead of the rates on US30? Yes, brother. I was expecting actually a retrace to happen last week, which we did not get. But we are bullish now. We are at all-time highs. And as I said, just be very careful trying to short into this. Chris, you can use performance marketing tools. Oscan, what is that, my brother? Performance marketing tools. Let me have a look. Yeah, there's so much that goes into all of this. Performance marketing tools. Send me a DM on Instagram, Oscan, please. My Instagram is in the description of this video. And yes, we do take trades live. You will exactly know when we enter, when we exit, if we TP, if we lose. Check the Discord. all trades that have been taken on stream is journaled there as well with the timestamp, so you can go to that day and actually watch the trade live as we took it. Yeah, so Oskan, please send me a message. Is Cassie still open in P? I'm not sure, my brother.
What's that?
Cassie's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Still
they're
open.
still open.
Cassie's like the OGs.
No, 100% Benjamin. So usually how it works is I will let you know. I'm looking to enter. Let's say for instance here, if we're about 2-3 minutes away from a candle closing that we want to enter on, I will tell you guys, chat, get your charts ready, so that you don't get caught off guard. We'll basically wait for the candle to close. As soon as it closes, you'll hear me execute the trade, and I will say, for instance, Chad, I entered buys right here. Here is my stop. Just give me an example. I'm not entering here, Chad. I'm just letting you guys, showing some of the new guys on here. That's, for instance, our target. And then we'll take you through the trade. We'll explain why we took it. And let's say, for instance, the trade moves up in our favor to a certain level. Then you'll clearly hear me say, oh, right, Chad, I'm going break even here. Or let's say on the other side of it, the trade goes against me, because that is where my edge lies in the market, cutting losers very quickly. So let's say we do something like this. I will also say, Chad, I'm killing this trade for 5 pips. It's not creating bullish market structure or whatever, and we're out of the trade. So you literally, what we do is we put the food on the spoon. We literally ask you just to open up your mouth. We bring the spoon in. Weirdly enough, some of you bite on the spoon, you mess the food, or as the spoon comes to your mouth, you close your mouth and we press the spoon against your nose. So literally just keep your mouth open, wait for the spoon to enter into your mouth, and then close your mouth. That is what you'll see. We will literally put the food in your mouth. Keegs, I don't know how to better explain it.
That's pretty spot on.
Yeah. And then some of the guys keep their mouths open the entire time and they don't swallow the food. And that's also an issue. Dirty analogy, but okay. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, we what's the name? We're not going to say, oh, did you enter here because I entered here. No, that's not what we do here. Chris, ek wil gou weet, wanneer sal jy sê as 'n level getoets al raak die weeks net of body work? Alright, so Ruben, good question. I consider a level to be tested. For instance, I want price to go into this level. So again, if you go into the Discord, this is now the first retest of the Asia highs. This right here. We had a nice clean break to the upside. This is our first test of Asia highs. We've got our daily R1 here. So for me now, this I consider to be a test. This is a test right here. How do I enter from here now? That's the next question. I'm waiting for some type of rejection candle there. Maybe even a bullish or a bearish candle holding this level, and then a minor structure break. So this is literally all I'm waiting for right here. And then I consider that to be tested. Also, one thing you need to consider is when you look at candles, always remember the most important thing is the closing of price. Forget the wicks. So when we, for instance, get above this daily R1 now, and we get a candle that it can even have a wick this long, it can have a wick that long, the price just needs to hold above that level. So the body closing needs to respect that level. Then I consider that to be a hold of price. And then that break. So keep that in mind. Let's see what Nila's doing here. Nila, all right. Yes, Nila, 100%. 100%. That is exactly what I explained here as well. Nila waiting for the same. So this is our potential setup. I'm not going to buy euro purely due to the fact it's the weaker one between the two. And I want to also see something like this occur on the dollar. This is the ideal. Otherwise, if we just do something like this as well, I'm happy. A little bit of a structure break there and the flip from bullish order flow to bearish order flow, because this is currently bullish order flow. But also if you look at it, the last lower high was here. So we can only really get bullish on the dollar if we start doing something like this. So keep that in mind. This is still intermediate structure, but this is bullish order flow. Body tells the stories, wicks do the damage. Beautiful, Turtle Trader. That's a very, very good analogy. Should actually remember that. Gananan helps. What's happening, my brother? What help do you need? Recovery signal. Where's Pro Song? What chart are looking at? There's the watermark. Euro JPY. This is GBP USD. I don't know if that watermark is clear enough. Chad, let me know, is the watermark clear enough? Ruben taking me back to last week when Bulladonia was so hesitant to close the trade because price was like a quarter pip away from his TP. Neil van der Westhuizen, and it's GBP USD your favorite pair to trade. Oh dang, Keegs.
What's that?
Pro Song is back, Chad. This one is for Pro Song. Brother, where have you been? We've been asking for the last 2 weeks. Alright, Chad. Pro Song is safe and alive. I don't think his family caught him. Pro Song, good to have you here, my brother. Yo. Alright, no, Chad, we can have a good day now. We were worrying about Pro Song because it was a while that we didn't see Pro Song on, but he is back. And just for that, I think we're gonna hype it up a little bit. Yeah, Pro Song, my brother, welcome back. We're gonna maybe get that recovery signal to you. But one thing, Pro Song, you need to get off those other channels because every time you come here, you need a recovery signal. Just stick to this channel, then you'll be all right. But Chad, this one is dedicated to my boy Pro Song coming back safely into the new year. Ah, Chad, get some peaches. Let's get a pray for Pro Song here. It is Tuesday, baby. Let's see if we can get that dollar down. Minty is back, baby. Pro Song is in the chat. Pro Song, just let the chat know you're here, baby. Chad, we've got the whole squad here. We've got Pro Song. We've got, what's the other guy's name? Hello Peter or what? Beeping Tom or whatever. So, Pro Song, baby. This song is for you, my brother. Ah, beautiful. Crypto Peter coming in. Ah, Chad. No, Jax. Mute is to bring the dollar down. We want to buy GU. That's why we're playing mute. We want to get this break and retest of Asia highs, my brother. But we are giving... Almost wanted to say we're giving in, but we're going in, Chad. We're just waiting for this bearish order flow to stop now. We wait for those GU bulls to come in. And where are you streaming from, guys? We are streaming from Quebec, the home of 2G's Trading, fastest growing YouTube channel, best community ever. And Chad, we're about to go in here. Get ready, GU. Next 2 5-minute candles, and I think we're going to execute here, baby. Let's go. Chad, just want to welcome Joseph, Daniel. Welcome, brother. You come to the right place. Phone call for all. GU is going down, brother. But go onto the Discord, go to the education section, and you will understand why we are looking to potentially buy this. So. Minty, hulle weet nie wat ons eet nie. Hulle weet ook nie wat ons sien nie. Who else was new here? Jason Peterson as well. Jason from Johannesburg. Jason, welcome, my brother. Hope you find a home here at the 2G's Trading. Keeks, where's your news, buddy? Hebus Scars. I don't know what that is.
I have no clue what that was.
Chris, what's the name of your pivot tools? It is called Pivot Point Standard, brother. If you go to indicators and you go to Pivot Point Standard, it's this baby right here. And then these are the settings if you want to know what the settings are. I'm going to put it on here on input for you just to have a look there. Traditional, auto, number of pivots, you can change that. I'll just put it on 3, otherwise your chart looks a little bit cluttered on the daily and the weekly. And style, just labels and lines, and visibility, everything. That's the pivots there, my brother. I'm also new from Joburg. All right, a lot of Joburg guys. The Joburg boykies coming in strong here, Chad. Let me know where the most of you guys are from. It seems like Joburg is doing a takeover here on the channel. Good to have you guys. Josie representing here. Can we get a shout out for Driscus? 100%. 100%. Big shout. We've been shouting out Driscus from yesterday. Alright, might as well do this for my boy Driscus. Keeks. I hope you guys are fine with this. Alright. Just for Driscus, guys. This one and only. Oh shit, baby, elevator.
Ons is eyster. Waarom luister?
Viewer count might drop a little bit now, but we'll bring it back.
Ons bly trots, hey, hier gaan ons. Ons is eyster. Waarom luister? Ons staan nie 'n tree terug nie. Ons val nie, nee, ons vlug nie. Gryp hom by die horings, sit hom deur die middel, duik hom met die blink aan boord. Want hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie. Hulle weet nie wat ons
Alright.
almal in ons van 'n masjien. Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie. Hulle weet nie wat ons
Alright, I think that's enough for my boy Drisk. Good, Darren. We just want to say thank you to Good Darren. And then for Driscus. Chris, luister net gou die ander ene. Etienne, wat is die ander ene? Wat is die ander ene? Alright, Chad, there we've got that move up Asia lows. Now it's time to focus and see what's happening here. We'll do another shout out for Driscus. I know it's Dricus. I'm just taking the piss out of the US commentator saying Driscus Duplessis.
Yeah, they just out of how long and they still can't say his name right.
Driscus Duplessis.
Ish.
Alright, Chad, there's those moves now. Now we need to see what the dollar's going to do. Are we going to get that rip on the dollar? Because remember, this is also still bullish. If you look at it from here, this is the daily time frame. This was the previous lower high right there. That right there. We had that initial pump past that level. We went into that secondary market phase, that consolidation. We made a new high, and now we're going into another consolidative mode. So again, that's why myself and Keegan was actually neutral on the day. I was purely bearish due to the fact that we took out yesterday's low. But again, at any stage can this thing start doing damage back to the upside. Keeks, interesting price action here, my brother.
Yeah, I'm looking here. I might take. You know what? I'm not gonna wait for it. I want the pullback, and then I'll look at it.
Ridwan, that question is very, very easy to answer. The EYES indicator, if you go onto US 30 and you go to compare symbols, in the top right there's a little plus icon there, and you go to compare. You can overlay the dollar index to US 30, and let's see, you can clearly see that they are somewhat inversely correlated. So if I go onto the 4 hour, you'll see it more clearly. Let's do this. So the orange line is the dollar. The chart you're seeing is the Dow. So what can we see here? We can clearly see here. Let me do this. We can clearly see an inverse correlation, so that when the dollar goes down, US 30 goes up. But again, this is where one of the two is basically diverging from the other. So you've got Nasdaq, US 30 pushing up, and you've got dollar pushing up with it. So one of these two, this is where I talk about divergences dissolving itself. So either one of these two need to catch up. They can't be both going to the same direction. So either one of two things is going to happen. Either the dollar is going to start continuing down, taking out lows, and US 30 is going to start pumping up, or Nasdaq, what did I say, NASDAQ? US 30 is the one on the wrong side, and this needs to come down, and the dollar's got more upside. So you can clearly see there's your correlations. You don't even have to pay somebody for a course. You can literally just use TradingView, use the overlay tool, and overlay the two symbols that you're looking at. And this is for any symbol. You can do that. So yes, they are inversely correlated to one another. Let's just take that off. Let's just go back to GU. Let's see what we've got going on there. Alright, GU melting like it's nobody's business. 80 still bullish. We've got this 200. This 200 needs to hold, or GU is chalked. And then we can start looking for sells at these lows. Purely due to the fact that the 80 is still bullish. I'm not going to sell into this. And DXY, alright, DXY going for blood as well. Yen pairs, as mentioned, starting to make a move now as well. Just in some tricky zones at this current point in time. I almost want to say your trade on gold this morning is something like this. Asia highs.
Yeah.
Because yeah, sorry Keeks, because if you look at this, we haven't been able to get away from Asia highs. 1, 2, 3. This is now the 4th retest on Asia highs.
Remember, for me, we want to look at those sell-offs to the EQ. The EQ is what I want to see hold to get the buys in. So how it is now, I want this thing to sell off. Bring the market down.
No, that's awesome, Fonko Fralo. If you've got a strategy, follow that 100%. If you've got something that works for you, even if you come here on a daily basis just to check the bias, if you go back on all of our streams, you'll see that our bias is correct for, I would almost say, 80% of the time. So I know a lot of you guys just purely join for the bias, which is, if you know your bias for the day, you're almost 80% there. Is the dollar also primarily weighted on euro? The DXY are this. You can literally just go here. We've talked about it. I think the EU is weighted 47%. Let's quickly just look at the dollar basket again. Let's just go down here. There's an actual chart showing it. A little pie chart. Give me 1 second. Okay, they don't have the pie chart, but here's the stats. So euro is weighted 57.6%, most heavily weighted in the dollar index. Second is yen 13.6, pound sterling 11.9, CAD 9.1, Swedish krona 4.2, and then Swiss franc 3.6. Swedish krona almost sounds like a drug that you can sell. Give me some of that Swedish krona to go, or a beer. Chris het vir iets op Insta gestuur. Alright, Etienne, I'll have a look a little bit later. Thank you very much for the information. What tool do I use? Did you say again? Just the compare tool. If you check here, my brother, that tool there, that plus sign there, and then you can compare the symbol on the chart that you've got. Try, let me know. Duplesse, yes, just compare dollar and USD top left. Okay. Gotcha. Chris, will the Houthis attacks have an effect on the dollar? It will. Any uncertainty in the market, be it geopolitical, be it financial, will always boost the dollar due to its safe haven appeal. Dollar index is still the reserve currency of the world and is still seen as a safe haven. That's why in a lot of cases you'll see gold and the dollar going up together. That's usually during geopolitical uncertainty, during wars, whatnot. You can have them going up together. I'll take a Tina Satini mixed with the Swedish krona. Okay, Keeks, I'm honest, the market is not clear for me at this stage.
No, it isn't.
I'm just going to be very honest with you guys. The direction, the biases are not clear for me. Purely due to the fact that this is all bearish. Down here, we traded below that key level. We're still below that key level. And I mentioned these are the two levels that we need to monitor going into the session. Ideally, I wanted to see a pullback into this zone. So yeah, it is going to be relatively tough up until we get some more clear direction. I was bullish on the yen pairs as well, but they're also struggling to make ground to the upside. So very tough at this stage. Asia highs holding. Keeks, would you consider something like this on gold? If we say we've got this bearish order flow here, let's say we do something like this a little bit later.
Yeah.
Consider buys of that key level.
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Because the 80 is still bullish. That's my thing. Same with GU. 80 is still bullish. Out of everything that I've looked at this morning, GU is the cleanest setup for me, if I'm honest. Now we have to be patient. It is still literally the first month of the year. It's only our second week back, Keeks? Second or third week? Second week.
Second week.
So we gotta keep calm, Chad. Aftermath, let's all be patient. Chris, can you get Grant on the podcast sometime? Grant to Paco, let me know which Grant. Glad you said that because I'm looking at nothing right. Yeah, Minty, it's may look at a GJ buy, but needs a lot more bullish. Yeah, I agree. I was honestly hoping before, while we were here, Minty, I was actually hoping for something like this to happen. Say one more pullback here, and then something like this to start happening. And then I wanted to take a little buy there. But now obviously yeah, it is chalked. Yesterday was very clean for me. This is a clean and clear setup. When something, even though it pulled back again, a setup like this for me is very clean because you've got a double break of structure. There's your first break. There's your second break of structure, and you can work with that. Even though I got stopped out at break even, and then a little bit later in the session, it gave you another nice clean retest of the level. It gave you a clean double break of structure as well. It's holding above the EMAs. The 80 is bullish. That's a beautiful setup. It's clean. You can see what's happening. This year is just to mince traders because you've got these equal lows down here. You still have this bearish order flow. 80 is bearish. Where do you short from? I don't know. But this for me is the only one. I'm literally focused on GU. Let me actually open up the Discord so you guys know. For the new guys that don't know, join the Discord. Link is in the description. Follow myself and Keegan. Big announcement today. Almost want to say a passion project for us, and we are very excited to see the fruits that's going to come from this. So Grant Blaze, not sure of his. I don't know Grant, my brother. Do you know Grant Blaze?
No.
Grant Blaze. Paco sent me his IG handle on Instagram. Markets are busting today. Warren J, yeah, they're moving, just not in the direction that we want to trade into. Yes, EU and GU will also be affected, my brother. They're obviously crossed with the dollar. I wonder how many degenerates have already blown their accounts the second week of trading in 20. Neil, I think a lot. The Pip Lab, Chris, since the response to okay, I think for the real direction we need to wait for US interest rates. Danielle, I think it's quite clear what the Fed said they're going to do. While we wait for GU, let's quickly look at Fed futures. Let's quickly look at Fed futures. We haven't looked in it since last week. Let's quickly see what Fed futures are doing. Remember, the first rate cut was expected in March. Okay, the markets are still leaning towards the first rate cut. Oh, no. Okay, so March rate cut, that seems out of the picture now. May. Alright, first rate cut in May. That's what the market is pricing in currently. June, another rate cut. July, another one. Just want to make sure. September, another one. November, yeesh, markets already starting to price in a November rate cut. December, still even. So from the looks of it, the market is pricing in rates to sit at around about 4%. And if you think about it, if you look here, Chad, with me, we're currently sitting at 5.5, so that's a 1.5% basis point cut for the Fed. Apparently there's a guy holding 2 million on trade 245. Sheesh, good luck with that. Trade 245 is gonna mince that guy. Brown holding on for dear life, currently on 3% drawdown, taking 0.5 to get John. 3% is nothing, my brother. Ask Keegan, that man brought an account back from 9% in 1 week. Just need to focus.
Not fun, but you gotta put your head down.
Yeah, I saw that. Keeks, did you see that? That Buddha FX guy holding a trade 2 million rand. It's a marketing account, Chad. I can promise you don't drive a Golf GTI with 2 million rand floating. No, really. Ask Keegan as well. He'll tell it to you straight. It can show a real account browser. It's on a server group that's not connected to anything. Trust me. Red one, I can tell you now. He's not in the trade. That is not. He must show you the withdrawal. Are the rate cuts capable of causing a flash crash? They can, in the case where they need to do emergency rate cuts due to an unforeseen economic event, for instance like 2008, or for instance like we had with C19. So yes, it can definitely do. It's just the reason for the rate cut. If the rate cuts are purely due to stabilization and normalization of monetary policy, not necessarily, but if it's a imposed emergency rate cut, it can cause a flash crash. Yes, don't watch anyone but you guys now, and the guys exposing YouTubers love those vids. New York City push on GU. I hope we get that push now, my brother. If I have to sit another session without getting my gunpowder wet.
I've already called it for the session. I'm done for the session.
Are you done for the? No, man. I can't be done for the session.
Market's chalked. Chris, I can't go give out advice, and I don't follow my own advice.
Okay, but I'm honest, Chad. This for me is a setup I will take. This is a decent setup. That's why I'm literally waiting for this. This is definitely a setup I'm willing to wait for. And the yen pairs as well a little bit later. But what is dollar doing? All right, dollar is starting to fizzle a bit. So. That's why GU, I'm literally for the next hour or so, I'm literally locked into GU. It's holding the 200, the 80 is bullish. We took out Asia highs. We didn't respect this first hold, but if we can get back above it, I'm still keen for the buys. Iman just exposed the trading floor. Who's the trading floor? I'm done to Danielle. See you at NYSE. Beautiful. See you there, my brother. Keep your alerts on GU. Potential trade here. 2037 would be a beautiful short area. 2037. I don't think so, my brother, because if you look at it, these highs here, these highs are going to get smacked. And here's the thing, if we hold 2030, 100% this thing is going to 2045. Not even two ways about it. So just be careful shorting. I don't want to talk you out of a position. "100% in thought." Yes, my brother. Can we get Mo? How do we pronounce that? I don't know if it's in thought. Yo, Kiggs, how do you pronounce that name, my brother? Ntote Seyo. CEO.
I have no clue. Into the CEO. Into the CEO. Hey?
Andy, thanks for your time, James. Very informative and fun. Beautiful, Andy. I hope to see you here tomorrow. In to say, yeah, what? Now I'm not going to enter on this break, Chad, purely due to the fact that we have yet to hold this level. So you can see we broke above the retest failed here. So no, this is not a level that I want to catch a continuation trade on. I want to see us get above the level because we haven't held above that level. I want to see something like this happen above. Basically break that high there, and then once we break that high, I want to see price come back to retest it. Still not going to enter, and then once we get that break there, that is where I'm going to enter, right there on the close of that candle. Not the CEO. Okay, so it's Ntote. Ntuti. Into the CEO. Into the CEO.
Okay, well, you can't say the CEO like I would say that. That would be like CEO.
Into the CEO. Alright, I like the wordplay there. You can mess up quite a few people trying to pronounce that name. Try saying that quickly 5 times. I bet that could be a drinking game. Let me know. How's the load shedding looking for today? Just want to make sure. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't checked it.
Chad, Project 5130 launching today.
When are we expecting that to be out? Do we have an idea?
I told Mo it needs to be out after stream. We need to. He's just adding a few bits and pieces there. ESP. So 2 o'clock till 4 o'clock.
Yeah, okay, guys. So just looking at that, keep in mind the stream might just start a little bit late, just in case. Then obviously, if we're not on exactly at 4, so we might be on about 10 past 4. We will be streaming. But yeah, just if we are running a bit late, it's probably because we're still waiting for the power to turn on.
All right, Chad. It is time for us to potentially take a trade here. The only thing we need here now is for the dollar, the next 5-minute candle, to do something like that. If not, GU is going to continue lower. I'm in no business of shorting it here.
So wait, what do you want? You want to short it?
No, I want to long it.
Want a long?
I want to long it. I want to long. Somebody asking about consequent encroachment. This is consequent encroachment, because you're not expecting price to first take out the Asia lows. You're expecting it to continue from here. Because if you go on a 15-minute, let me just show you quickly. If you go on a 15-minute from your Asia range up here, I think this is the 50, or it's going to be the 38.2. Yeah, it's the 50. Actually just missed the 62. Chad, just patiently have to wait. Sorry man, I can't make the mark. I can't sell here because this is not my position to sell here. Keegs, where's your flip zone on the dollar where you'll get bullish on it?
I'll check it now for you. My flip zone on the dollar, once I'm gonna go bullish, is basically, so where we are now, we actually tested the EQ and then that's what drove us back down to Asia lows. So I want to just hold Asia lows, and then basically see what we do at the daily. But if we start holding that, if we do get pushed down, I want to see another hold of Asia lows. After that, I'll go bullish. Just because also
so we actually rejected off the EQ there.
Yeah, that was the EQ that pushed it back. So we went up, tested the EQ on the head, and then rejected down to Asia lows. The big thing for me is I would even say I'm bullish already, because when you go to the 4 hour, I said I wanted a rejection of the pivot, and we rejected hard off the pivot. So yeah, I definitely could say that the bulls are going to start coming in now.
Chad, I'm literally I'm waiting for this level here. I'm gonna take a squeeze at it. I'm literally waiting for us to get above, and as soon as we are above here, quick little retest, break of structure, and I'm gonna go for it. Very, very tricky at this stage, but I'm gonna go for it. This is the only clean setup I see. Not looking pretty. No, it's not looking pretty right now. But if you look at it this way, you had to push up. So this is the drive during Asia pre-market. This is now the pullback. And also, if you look at this zone looking left, this was yesterday's high. So yesterday's high was sitting in this zone right here. So that's why if we can trade out of this zone and we can start printing bullish market structure, because this is now effectively, if you look at it from a market structure point of view, this is the last lower high that was created. And now we're finding resistance here. So one of two things can happen here. We can start driving down and taking out these lows, and it's going to go for this key level down here. That's fine. I'm not going to try and short it. Or what I'm looking for is I'm looking for that shift in market structure from bearish to bullish. Because if you go on a line chart here, very simple to see that this is bearish. This is clearly bearish. If you can't see that this little this entire little price structure that we've got here is bearish, then it's going to be quite tough for you in the markets. And then if you're looking at it from a 5-minute perspective, this level right here needs to be taken out, and then we can start going higher. So even though it looks bearish now, my question is, do you sell it here based off what? I can't sell it here just according to my trading rules, but you are more than happy to take a squeeze at it if you want to sell it. My idea can be completely wrong. Oh shit, Keeks, I'm still on your screen, my brother. Sorry, Chad. Sorry, Chad, what I was talking about, so you missed all of that. GU. Still clearly bearish, you can see this. So what I'm saying is, once we get this shift back to bullish, that is when I'm gonna enter. So it's still clearly bearish. It is not at any stage yet bullish, but I'm waiting for this level right here. So this was yesterday's high. If you look at it, this entire zone here, look left with me, that was the high from yesterday. We broke above it, and now the question is, can we hold above it? Yeah, no, it's cheap in P, my bro.
Yeah, no, definitely is, guys.
Cape Town is ridiculous.
Cape Town is stupid when it comes to property. Like, stupid.
So my friend, he rented a place there, Keeks. In P, I would say that place would not go for more like than 900,000. It's like tiny. Guess what that man was paying a month for rent?
Always.
25k.
Nah.
The place sells for 3.5 million. I'm like, dude, you won't even get R1 million in P for that place.
That is crazy.
He lived in a shoebox in Claremont for 18k a month. It's literally, it was a shoebox. And it's just purely due to the area. Yeah, Cape Town is ridiculous, my bro.
But it's the same thing. Hamish will tell you when we were there in Cape Town with rugby and that. Like, we stayed in Claremont, and it was like very student stuff. It was like also like, I think it was his place. I think he was staying at was like 12k, 14k. But I mean, walk in. Like, you walk in, bathroom, but kitchen, lounge, bedrooms, all like open plan, little apartments.
Oh, so it's a bachelor.
Yeah. It was like 12, 14 for that. Like, I promise you now, and I'm not even lying, like when I say the room, like I say kitchen, lounge, bed area is the size of the office, yeah.
12 grand,
Yeah.
Claremont. Chad, I think this trade is going to pay the guys that are going to stick it out. This trade is going to pay the guys that are going to wait. And I'm going to wait. No, Keegan doesn't look at the other stuff, bro. He's a grown man.
What do I do now?
And I say, I could be glad you looked at houses and not other websites. We're paying for this Fark mountain and the 2 oceans that are polluted. Nah, yes, dude. If you want to see what inflation is like, check property markets in Cape Town.
But again, I'll always say that to people, like, if you are wanting to like investment, then buying property in Cape Town is like insane.
Yeah.
If you can get a place that you know you're gonna like flip or stuff like that, then 100% Cape Town.
Chad, I'm waiting for this. This is literally the make or break here. Dollar index is at that 200. This 200, like always, is a magnet for price. If it starts trending in one direction, you'll see that it usually holds as a resistance. The 80 is still bearish, and if we can't get above this, if we can't get above the daily pivot and we start trading back outside of the Asia range, this is when you're going to get that move on GU. So I'm patiently waiting. I need to wait. My first property I bought was 495,000 rand.
Yeah, I wish we lived in those days still.
Yes, bro.
Nah, but that's the thing. Even in PE, if you're looking like cheap property to like start your property portfolio, you're looking between 1 and 1.6, and that's that's something that you know you're not going to battle, like renting out, things like that.
Chat at me while we wait here for you. Let me show you where was my first property I bought.
But you know what, I was listening, you can never go wrong if you're gonna do like apartments, because the apartments, especially like at the beachfront,
there's always gonna be somebody.
There'll always be
rents,
someone there. Yeah.
Let me show you my first little property. Where am I now? Okay, here's Blue Water Bay. Chad, yeah, it was my first house I bought. I think we still have photos of us moving in. It was this one right here. So it's like a duplex unit. So this you see here is not one house. This is 4 houses. Just to put it in perspective. So literally this little top half, this thing was tiny. I think if I laid in the little living room area, Kiggs, if I had to lay on my stomach, and extend my arms forwards and my legs, that's the length of the room, like. And it was 3 bedroom. This little bedroom here we used as a little study because it's tiny, literally fit my desk and one chair in there. But here's the issue though. This was an affluent area years ago, and look how close the low cost housing got to it. This is literally, this low cost housing is one of these days literally going to be, we could see the low cost housing from there. The guys actually dug out a nice path for them where they walked through, and so yeah. And then I grew up for most of my life here, this little house here. And then we moved here, Blue Water Bay, across the hotel. Where's the hotel? Yeah. Chad, interesting fact here. I'm actually going to talk about that in my episode. We lived in this house here. I was in standard 6 when they started building this hotel. They didn't finish it. Kiggs, this is not very interesting. Standard 6, I watched the construction of this hotel like 30%. Who do you think was the engineer that finished that hotel?
Are we not saying you?
No, me. But it's just crazy to think that in standard 6, I didn't even think about doing that, and then all those years later, I was the appointed engineer to finish the hotel.
It is crazy.
And then we lived here. I've shown you Blue Water, Sunridge. Kiggs, if you can ever buy a place, I'm gonna say this complex. I enjoyed it quite a bit in this complex. What's this area? Sherwood. Yeah, beautiful Montrose Creek. And then we bought this place right here. This was a duplex, so I had the garage in front and I had a little double story here. Nice little braai area out there. They've got like this little lake running across there, and beautiful, beautiful complex. Most probably well kept complex I've seen, like the gardens and everything. And now I just own an investment property here. 3-bedroom, 2 double garage. Where is this? Westbrook. Oh yeah, it's still not showing. Anyways, I own a house here. I think this is old, but there's an entire development here. Little lifestyle estate. Can't show you guys where I live now. But I live in this area, yeah.
You know, we were actually laughing about it because obviously my family that lives in the same estate.
Oh, same estate, yeah.
So they were like saying, because there's always so many places for sale there. So they were like, yeah, I'm gonna live in the estate. I'm gonna have family like a street away from me. I'm gonna have Chris like a street away. Right?
If you don't want to make dinner, I'm gonna pop in there by you guys. Like, hey, what's for dinner?
Yo, I think that's when Kate's gonna lose it.
The
She's
guys just come in
She's
there.
just gonna be like, yes, sis, when do I get a break?
Grade 8 for the 2K. Let's see. What did I miss? Chad, I'm maybe gonna give it till like 12, but it is looking.
So you're actually still looking for stuff?
I'm still looking. I bought a property out of an estate in Joburg, 4-bed, 2-bath for 1,050,000. The same property in Cape Town would go for 100%. My house is about 135 GBP, 2-bed, fairly good area, kind of area. All people can walk through safely. You gone full circle, mate. Chris, you were an engineer and then left a 9 for yes, Wayne left 9 to 5. Chris, you should just cop a house in Silver Lakes one time. I wouldn't wanna live in Joburg, to be honest. My house is worth 3 million rand. Yes, my brother. Sickening. Chris, do you enjoy staying in an estate? Jaden, 100%. Just to give you an idea, for the most part, you can keep your car unlocked. You can literally keep your front door open if you want to.
Yeah, I must say the estate that it is very nice, very safe. It's very clean. Like that is a very, very nice place.
I think there's like 50 cameras around. Every 50 meters there's a camera on the perimeter fence.
Yeah.
There's 2 full-time security guards, 24/7, gated control. Only one place to get in and out. Have to do the fingerprints. No, it's very safe. You cannot get safer than that in PE.
Yeah.
If I'm very honest, you can't.
But I must say I like if you want to say even the community in that estate.
Yeah.
The way I know for example they get together to like obviously notify on Halloween that the kids are going to be coming around, and on Christmas they do like the whole Christmas show and the lights, and so I must say it's also like it's a nice community itself also in the estate.
Alright, Chad, do we short GU? No, I'm not going to short it.
Hey, Chris, how's that? I'll go take the one up the road from you.
Oh, that one that, yeah. How much is it?
4.
It's not a bad price though.
Thing is, on the photos of it, hey, it looks very big, but seeing it in person, it doesn't look that big.
Let me actually go check there.
I mean, if you look at the meters, square meterage, it is a big property. But yeah, like I mean, you've seen it obviously. It doesn't look that big though in person.
Yeah, my car's in the back of the photo.
Yeah, the one balcony photo.
This is a nice place. This one, yeah. I think I've seen it. This is the guy's furniture is old, but that house can.
I still love this one. I think it's still so the one we were talking about that day when I came to you. Where is it? This one.
Wait.
This is the one that's at the top of the
wait,
estate.
yeah.
That black guy.
Look, yeah. The guy that I must actually find out. He's got a Bloomberg terminal.
Like, I mean, I wonder if you could see it in his office. Does he show his office?
Check there, you'll see a Bloomberg.
Wait.
You'll see a Bloomberg terminal. Wait, let me.
Okay, I don't know what the hell that is. But it is really, really nice. Like I always said, that for me, if I bought in that estate, oh, I love that house. We went from trading to property talk.
Chad, yeah, we're just waiting.
No, there's nothing going on.
We're just waiting. I'm gonna wait a bit. So if we're gonna catch something on the tail end. 6 mil. It is a beautiful house, though.
I love
let's
it.
let's
I
be
love
honest.
it.
That is beautiful.
Like, that is like perfect. How modern it is. It's spacious.
Sheesh. They just need to sort out that projector. That's ugly, my bro.
Yeah.
Or that screen or whatever. They could have put a little bit more thought into that.
Oh, is this now the melt away for gold? I think gold definitely has a chance to melt away because now this time dollar has closed above the EQ. So it's
Dude,
taking
you know
EQ
what
now.
I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
KDC, SMI, Panther. What is he? Yes, I love that chalkboard he's got in the office there. That is dope.
Yeah, he can cover his right on his old wall.
I'm actually gonna go and view it. And then I'm gonna ask the guy, like, bro, what do you do for a...
I've seen that Bloomberg terminal.
I've seen that Bloomberg terminal when I run past that. There was another place here that was quite nice.
There's the one that's opposite my sister's place. There's double garages in front.
I need to go back one. This one, yeah. Oh, does your sister live on this side of the road?
This side of so the corner house and this side the grey house.
Where all of those VWs and shit. No,
So
that's...
the VW's on the house across from her. So if you go in, this house on the left, you turn right, hers is on the corner. The VW house is on this side.
So when she walks out, the VW house is in front of her.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've got the 3-car garage on that side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is your sister hot, bro? I haven't seen your sister. Please chat to me, bro. I hope Duan's not watching, but... Chad. No, just...
Yeah, no.
But Keeks, that is a nice house, though, eh?
The double garage. Yeah.
Across.
Yeah, it is
That
nice.
it looks...
I just don't like the
yo.
inside. The way they've done it on the inside. It looks very like cramped. and,
Old.
Yeah, old and. But the property is nice.
Yeah, how big is those bedrooms, my dude? Did you check? You checked? What the heck is that, my dude? Like the bed, Chad. Let me just screenshot. It seems we're gonna get a trade here. I just want to show this to you. This is ridiculous, my bro. I don't think I have seen a bedroom this big. Chad, let me just show this to you. Look at this. That's the bed right there. It doesn't come with the cat right there, but just look at all of this space. Holy shikes. You can put like 3 beds in there and you can still walk.
It's big property there. Yeah.
Also a nice office view there at the back. Flip. Maybe we make that the compound.
Eee, that would be dope there. Then we have a whole entertainment area downstairs. You
The
have
gym, the pool. Chad, this is the house Keegan was talking about. Beautiful, beautiful. They actually did a lot of work. They redid the landscape, the
They
garden in
redid the
front.
driveway. They painted the whole house. They redid
Yeah.
the ceiling. Yeah, no, they did a lot to it.
Minty, just to give you an idea, this house is only going to cost you 5.5 here in South Africa. It's a big house. It is big. It is. All right, Chad. Here we go. Here we go. Lock it in. All right. Here, DXY. Let's see if she can start doing some work here for us. Still below the daily pivot, even though we're inside the Asia range. Let's see what the dollar is going to do. EU. What is EU doing? EU hitting that key level. 80 is still bullish. All right. What is gold doing? Gold is also looking like it's wanting to fight back. Yen pairs, yeah, we've got that 188, very interesting. Two potential opportunities here. GJ shorts down here. If we start breaking structure low, there's that key level. EJ shorts potentially below this weekly pivot level. 80 is also bearish, but the one that I'm gunning for is this. Was that the last lower low? Are we going to start taking this out? Hopefully we can. Literally just waiting for that, and I'm going to execute. So keep your eyes peeled. I'm just going to run to the bathroom real quick, Keeks. Just motivate the guys a little bit. They've been sitting here.
Yeah. Also, guys, that is a big house. It's not illusions. I understand they do that, but that is a big house. Like, we've seen it. We go past it almost all the time. It is a big house. I don't have it now in front of me again. I went out, but if I had to show you the square meters, it's a big property. It is very, very big. But you know, it's just one of those things, guys. Got to know what you're working towards. Like we said, we are making moves this year, so we will be playing, doing our part, but we will be leveling up, playing a bit of the lifestyle game for you guys. They give the square meterage under roof. I'm not sure, but I just see the square meterage on them. I don't know if that's exactly under roof or not. Your fish are wide, low angle shots. I do that when I take photos of my junk. Oh, yeah, no, deep. Alright, guys, just update on that gold trade. Obviously, we are breaking lower. DXY closed actually below the 80 again now, or the 80, the EQ. So, as I said, it's past this for me now, so I'm not looking at taking now and execute. I'll rather wait for New York session. But just take your time, guys. Be patient. No, that is the whole plot. Yeah, but if I had to show you the photos though, bro, the backyard on that property isn't like big. Obviously, you can see the front, it doesn't really count. And the backyard was actually very, very tiny. So like 95% of that property, I'd say, is under roof. There isn't really, like, there's like little walkways on the side. And the back is very, very small, like the actual garden area. But yeah. So majority, like I said, 95% of that whole property is already actually built in. If you guys, because the thing is, the estates, very few of the estate houses have actually big backyards or yards, because obviously it's an estate. So a lot of the time they will just have actual property on the estate, on your side, like actual built up property. And then the ones that do have yards and stuff like that, they either aren't that big, or if they are big, then that is like a big property in the estate. If max drawdown on a particular challenge is 8% and you're currently on 4% drawdown, would you switch to 0.5% risk? That is 100% what I would do, bro. I would switch down. I'd be okay when I'm like 2% down. So what I would do, I would drop 0.5 until I'm maybe back up to only 2% drawdown. Then I would go back to my risk of 1%. But at this point in time, I would drop down to 0.5, half a percent risk on each trade. Yeah, that's the perfect way to do it. Because, for example, just to save you, that means risk losing the next 4 trades. You've only dropped 2%. And then after that, you drop it down even less to maximize.
All right, Chad. We're about to maximize this trade. Things are about to be maximized. Yeah, Keegs wanted to have his lunch, and Keegs, you don't have to feel bad if you want to chill a little bit.
I'm chilling for now. I want to see this trade entered a bit.
I just want to get my powder wet here. Chad, I'm just going to get my charts ready in the meantime. GU. All right. Get ready. GU. Chad, I've mentioned that I'm doing a 100k challenge with the funded engineer, and their trading conditions are chalk, my bro. Not great at all. Must actually do a video on that later. Trading conditions very, very bad. I have to give credit to my funded FX. Even on my live account with them, conditions have been very, very good. Even on the live account, very, very solid. So I have to give kudos where kudos is due. If max drawdown on a particular challenge is 8% and you're currently, yes, Caden, here's your thing with losses. If you go into a losing streak, if you keep your risk the same, your equity curve is going to look something like this. If you keep risking the same, you're obviously going through a losing streak. Oh shit, it's still on Keegan's screen. Oh no, it's on mine. You're going through a losing streak, but what you do usually after I've taken like 2 or 3 losses in a row, I half my risk. So your equity curve would simply start looking like this. There's going to come a time where you're going to risk so little, and then once you start adding those winners back, then you start chipping away and you start increasing your risk up until you're back to break even. A lot of guys that do challenges have this weird, I don't know why though, they've got this bad mentality where if you start the challenge off bad, let's say you take two losses, for instance, that's 4% down now. Let's say that's your equilibrium point there. Now what you do is you've already mentally given up. You're like, I'm 4% down. It's not the start I wanted. I might as well just full port 1 or 2 trades. I only have 4% left. Where if you focus just purely on every day, forget these trades. And I'm giving you some help. This is a lot of what we're going to be doing in the project 5130. But forget these trades that caused this drawdown. Forget it. It's in the past. You've journaled it. You've gone through them. Now your focus is purely on the next setup. You reduce your risk, and all you're focusing on is getting the next quality setup, entering well, managing the trade well, and closing the trade out. Forget that you're even in drawdown. That shouldn't even be an issue. You should now just purely focus on your next setup, and that is all. So for me, I'm purely focusing on my next setup. I started that challenge with the funded engineer at the start of the year. It is literally only 1.13% up. I'm not even stressing about it. some people would say, oh, I need to be 10% up. These are the only setups that I've taken this entire year. Let me just show it to you guys. These are the only, so this entire year so far I've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. This was the GJ buy yesterday that I took, that I got stopped out at break even right there. There it ran up, stopped out at break even. That's why I say the conditions on this this prop firm is horrendous. I must actually show you guys when I execute here, but these are literally the only trades I've been able to take. And I'm not rushed to finish the challenge or any of that. So I'm using a Wanda, Marvin. That's fake, my brother. Awanda actually has no part of that prop firm. It came out that it's fake. Fake news. As alright, now the yen pairs are starting to so gold trade analysis. Keegan, have you given them an update? I'm not really the gold guy to look at.
I gave them an update. It's
Ranging.
ranging for now, so I'll look back at it during your session.
Master Legend joined during the NYSE session a little bit later today. Yeah, if you go, let me actually quickly log into my Twitter real quick. There's yo. I don't know how these markets are so slow. When did you say they're gonna start moving kicks? Feb.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a nice page I follow on X. I think it's called Prop Firm Journal. Let me just see, is this the right? No, this is the wrong profile. I have to say I enjoy Twitter quite a bit. Yo, did you see the prop firm CEOs going at one another again? Yo. Chad, if you guys thought we were bad last year calling people out and stuff, you should see the different CEOs when they start going at each other. Yo. Okay. Remind me to send my ID to help me to certify for the Roberts. Yeah. Just check there. It needs to be high quality, but they want a certified copy. Yeah, please, if you can. It's in the car. I completely. Yeah, dude. The guy currently number one on the. Oh, but it's his futures. Okay, futures. Sheesh. Chat, I quickly
I'm
want-
just looking at this now. So the actual court date extension was January 22nd, which is yesterday. So that was the extension, and then that means they would go into court today then.
Yeah, that should.
Yeah. Because that's the extension date, so they have to go in now today.
So the Forex World Cup, we've got this Italian brother, 32.6% up already. Sheesh.
Johan, it's a conflict of interest if he trades with them.
Who's that?
Johan's asking why you trade with Funded Engineer but not Vault Funder.
Oh yeah, Johan, because we're working on various projects with them, and also due to the fact that we're doing some marketing pieces from a compliance perspective, we can't. It's a conflict of interest. No, dude, the Italians are mad. The Germans and the Italians. Sheesh. I don't know what's happening in Germany. It's that Deutsch Technik. Just dude, are you looking at you, Jay?
What did you do?
It's you, Jay
Hey.
Pamperino, yeah. Pamperama.
But yeah, Chris, I'm going to call it for this session for myself. I need to go chow.
Chad, I'm a degenerate now. I wanna enter a trade that there's literally there isn't anything. Let me just quickly look at it again before we call it. So we are in this consolidative range. We are technically in bullish market structure on the dollar. We've got this 103 level. That's a key level. I was bearish on the day, but I also mentioned that this could be the potential weekly low that is formed. It's Tuesday today, yes. The 5-minute now is starting to turn bullish on the AD. So this is your level you need to monitor. US 30 daily. Let's quickly look at the daily. Alright, still bullish. 5-minute, we've got our levels that we are looking at. Still within the Asia range. Remember, I mentioned this level here and Asia lows, but the AD is starting to flip bearish. So very interesting. If we start rejecting here, you could see a much deeper pullback. Nasdaq as well. Yesterday's low. Is it yesterday's low? Yes, yesterday's low. Already taken. Monitor this zone right here, and then monitor Asia lows. UJ, let's quickly look at the daily. It's really tough at this stage, Chad. This is basically 1, 2, 3 going on maybe the 4th day of range. 148.32, that is the key level. If we can start breaking through that a little bit later today, all the way up here, and even above this 148, I'm going to go for potential buys. And then GJ, let's quickly look at GJ. Also very tough at this stage. Look at that. If the daily had to close like this, another ab roller. So just be patient. We've got these two little intermediate levels. And the 5-minute, however, if I look at the 80 on the 5, it looks like it wants to turn around. That's definitely the vibe it's giving off here. But again, just looking at the macroeconomic picture, I actually want to still long this. So I'm just going to wait. Maybe NYSE gives us that nice little bullish accumulation distribution. And then EJ, very similar half round number here. Daily time frame actually has a lot more room to the upside. Yeah, 160.50, 160.85, weird. Weird 130 pip range. Yeah, 130 pips. It's just tough at this stage. There's nothing clean and clear here. Gold. Gold is terrible. And GU. I will sell GU if we get below here later today. Otherwise, I'm still going to monitor this level a little bit later in the session. EU is also starting to fizz out, so maybe we're going to get some sells here a little bit later. Euro literally flat on the day. Chad, I think that is a session from me. Vince, we're going to post now. We're going to quickly come out. Friday, we've got a podcast. I don't think it's going to be live. I'm pushing for it to be live. But otherwise it's not going to be live. We'll premiere it on Sunday maybe. We've got our first episode, hopefully. Shit gigs, we need to apply pressure to our brother there. First episode of Trade to Survive, and then also Projects 5130. Check the Instagram and the socials. Big one coming up, Projects 5130. We're going to put a lot of heart and soul into this one, so be sure to check it out. Chad, I have to call it.
Walk away, Chris.
I have to. We can't be degenerates like this. Even with Rydell's help, these fuckers can't stay away. Now the rockets are also part of it. It's so sad. Oh my fuck. What is that now? Johan, Chris, the do a vault furniture, all the scammers under one roof there at FBK.
The FBK market is powered by Rocket FX now.
Where? Did I show that?
I don't know, that's what Sia said, yeah. And then that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
All the scammers under one roof there now.
Which AD are you using, Chris? Yo, my voice is actually tired now. I use this one, brother. It has been a journey. This one right here. Alright. Phomophobia, Fomadonia. Geeks, give me a nice outro song here for the boys. Nice little hype. We must just as well stop those trying to monetize the channel.
We're just gonna scroll and we're gonna see which one comes up, yeah.
Sorry, Chad, I would have loved to execute trades here with you today. There's literally nothing. If there was something that met your criteria, I hope you took it. At this stage, it's still tough. It is tough out here.
Yeah, the same thing. You're not going to give you guys a losing trade just to give you a trade.
Um, Alright, Chatadonia, we've got a Keeks giving us a beauty here. I'm a little bit out of the music scene. Ask me about a good podcast, I'll tell you that, but just trying to maximize it. That's what Keeks, yeah. Alright, Chad, Keeks bringing it in here for us. So let's see what Keeks is bringing in here for the boys. Oh, we on mute. No, my dudes. Alright, Chad. Another day in the books. Hate us or love us. We here every day for you guys. For the lurkers, the haters, the commentators, the Chad. Thank you so much for joining. We will see you guys at 4 o'clock. And please check out our Instagram. Chris _marketable and Keegan van Dijk. We're going to be posting something very shortly. Big. And Chad, peace and love. Geeks, give it outro there for the boys.
Okay, guys, be safe, stay safe, and we're gonna check you in New York session, baby. Peace out.
Sit my friend